Hello and welcome to West Wales, more specifically my local beach in West Wales. If you're new here, I'm a hand spinner, knitter, dyer, newbie weaver and sometime tour guide to West Wales. Yeah, that's not that's not really very accurate, is it? Anyway, if you're new here, you're very welcome. If you're an old friend, then welcome back and you've been to this beach before. And I just thought I'd make a quick video this week. I'm really struggling to kind of sit down and actually write a script and film spinning and various things. And anybody who is neurodivergent will probably be able to relate to this. I'm feeling very overwhelmed, and it's not because anybody puts any pressure on me. It's because I put pressure on myself and I take on too much. So when that happens, I just have to take a break. So I am taking a break. I will be back, and this is probably going to be quite a short break because I will feel inclined to actually kind of get my head in gear and do things. I'm really struggling with such a pathetic thing to be struggling with, but I'm really struggling with getting the upload for the knitting pattern that I wanted to share with you all. And I've scanned it and I've made it into a PDF, but I just cannot get the link to work properly, and it is doing my noodle in. So I've stepped away from that. I haven't written a newsletter for about 2 weeks, and that's all kind of the way my kind of ADHD tends to come out sometimes. So I'm sorry guys, and please bear with me. I will be fine. This feeling will pass, as it does. But I did think it was a bit rude not to actually say something, so I just kind of thought I'd make this quick little video. Anyway, I'm going to turn you around because you may be able to hear in the background there's a cruise ship in, so I'm going to turn you around and show you what's going on the beach. So just one mo. So just behind me there, those are the walls of the old Viking fish traps, and it's a very shallow beach here. So in the olden days, as in the Viking times, the tide would come in, the fish would come in. As the tide went out, those walls would trap the fish so that they were easy pickings. And that's all that's left of them. You do sometimes find some interesting little things sort of in the rock pools there. We'll go and have a look. I'll only show you if there's something interesting in there. So let's turn the camera around to see if I can find something to show you. There you go. I think that might be one of the German cruise ships, and they dock here and go off to St David's for a little day trip. And we also get some German, no that is German, we also get some American cruise ships as well. But the tide is right out and it's a really low tide. If I was feeling so inclined, I could forage for razor clams, but as I say, I'm not in a very positive frame of mind, so I'm kind of not doing that. I'm just doing nothing really, just sort of mooching about the place. And I've got this idea that I want to make some jewellery, which obviously is completely different from spinning and knitting, but it might just put me back in a better frame of mind. There you go, back round to the cruise ship. So my little companion Millie is here, and she's got her ball and she's absolutely point blank refusing to give it to me, which is kind of par for the course really. And I've been trying to throw it for her, but I throw it, she chases after it and then just holds on to it and trots around the beach with it. So she's being her normal cute little self. Say hello, Millie Millie. Are you going to give me the ball? Nope. So this little beauty is a cockle, and no, empty. We do get live ones here. There used to be cockle beds here. You can rake for cockles, you get a few. So what's the old saying about don't eat shellfish when there's not an hour in the month? So this is not a good month for eating them, but I'll see if I can find a live one for you. Now the other thing we've got here, this is what's called sea lettuce, and this is an edible seaweed, and you just sort of rinse it out and let it dry and use it as sprinkles. Put it in your salad, very good for you. We also get the black seaweed, which is lava bread, on this beach, so I'll see if I can find some for you, and that's a very traditionally Welsh dish, so I can see if I can pick some out. Not lava bread, but little winkles, and they're edible. Not this time of the year, and to be honest, I think you have to be pretty hungry to bother with picking those out. People do harvest them and they take them down to a place in Milford, I think it is, where they actually treat them so they're safe to eat. But yeah, if I was starving, absolutely. Otherwise, no thanks. There we go. So that is a live cockle, and you can tell because, my goodness, it's absolutely can't get into that. But we're going to leave it there. We have harvested the cockles off here, but as I said, not this time of the year. Don't want to risk it. But they're quite pretty little things, really. I think I've got one in my sketchbook. So this time of the year, paint them, don't eat them. So this is a spiny cockle, and you can see it's got spines on it. Again, you could eat that if you so desired, but we'll just leave it there. So just behind me there, those are the walls of the old Viking fish traps, and it's a very shallow beach here. So in the olden days, as in the Viking times, the tide would come in, the fish would come in. As the tide went out, those walls would trap the fish so that they were easy pickings. And that's all that's left of them. You do sometimes find some interesting little things sort of in the rock pools there. We'll go and have a look. I'll only show you if there's something interesting in there. So let's turn the camera around and see if I can find something to show you. Sometimes you find fry, as in young fish, and shrimps. It's probably a bit too early in the season for that. But there you go. So that sort of turned into a bit of an impromptu forage and vlog. I actually feel better for having had a walk. I'm going to try and figure out what I'm doing wrong with this blimmin' download. And no doubt, once I've figured that out, actually, I'll be feeling like I want to talk about spinning and knitting and things. At the moment, I really don't want to talk about knitting. Look, I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. It's beautiful here. Do not stress about me. I'm fine. I'm having one of those days. And really, I'm due to upload either today or tomorrow. So I just thought, gonna have to say something because, you've come along here. You've followed my journey. You've followed the channel, and I really, really appreciate that. And I appreciate the number of people that have subscribed and that leave comments. And I really love this whole experience, and the fibre arts community on here is fantastic. I just am not feeling very fibre artsy at the moment. But as I said at the beginning, this will pass. I will be feeling fibre artsy because I've been fibre artsy since I was a teenager, really. So yeah, anyway, look, have a fabulous time this weekend, and maybe I'll do another vlog until I'm kind of feeling the whole fibre arts vibe again. Anyway, see you soon.